Roger Stone here. Every day you wait, your money loses value, but gold and silver don't follow those same rules. American Sovereign Bullion gives you access to a nationwide wholesaler network, helping you secure aggressive pricing on real physical metals. Call 844-272-2428 now to get your free gold and silver guide to learn how to protect your wealth with physical gold and silver, delivered right to your door or with a gold IRA. Visit asbgold.com. That's asbgold.com for your free gold and silver guide today.
He's Dane Wigington. He's the lead researcher and administrator for the website geoengineeringwatch.org and is the executive producer for the groundbreaking climate engineering documentary, The Dimming. He has a background in solar energy, was a former employee of Bechtel Power Corporation, and was a licensed contractor in California and Arizona. He's devoted the last 20 years of his life to constant research on the issue of covert global climate engineering operations and the effort to expose and halt them. He's challenging the status quo, and we say good evening to him on the West Coast, and to everyone, a good morning. Dane, thanks for joining us. Appreciate you.
Thank you for your continued attention toward what's taking place in our skies.
It's amazing.
The gravity of that threat cannot be overstated. As we discussed off air, what's coming in the next weeks and months will be headlines that none can.
Very powerful stuff. You know, I stepped out of my home here in Arizona and other places that I've traveled. I was recently in Las Vegas for a few days. And, you know, just sitting there in the car, keeping my hands on the wheel, looking over the vast expanse of the deserts of Arizona and Nevada. Wow, Dane. More crisscrossing lines in the sky. I've seen X marks the spot. I've seen multiple ones going different directions. And this is something you've championed for a long time. So if people have doubts about some of this stuff, you're here to set us straight on this, in your opinion. So give us an update. You know, we're seeing more of these. Is it just due to the fact that temperatures are changing, or no, it goes back to the prima facie cause? Describe what you call what's happening with the chemtrail and the so-called contrails.
Sacco and Felice, New York and New Jersey's premier attorneys at law. Their team brings decades of experience across a wide range of practice areas. Whatever life brings, they're your legal team. From everyday matters to complex cases, they've got you covered with the experience you need and the results you want. Because when life gets complicated, they make it simple. SaccoFelice.com. SACCOFILLAS.com. 2 C's, 2 L's.
This episode is brought to you by Vuori. Mother's Day is all about celebrating the woman who does it all. So give her something as effortless as her love. Vuori's ultra soft joggers, lightweight leggings, and everyday layers are made for everything from movement to rest. Pieces she'll reach for again and again. Get 20% off your first order at vuori.com/Mother's Day. Exclusions apply. See site for details.
In business, the best days are when priorities stay on track. The Hartford helps midsize and large companies manage key exposures with insurance and proactive risk solutions, so focus can stay where it belongs. Visit thehartford.com/risk mitigation to learn more.
Again, the term chemtrail, although fine to identify what is taking place, a term many people are familiar with, we would recommend to people, if they're introducing this issue to anybody in any official agency, elected official, media, use the science terms of geoengineering, stratospheric aerosol injection, solar radiation management, because then they can't marginalize what you're trying to present, the data. The condensation trail narrative is perhaps one of the biggest deceptions ever perpetrated on populations around the globe. We know this is not condensation. We have up-close film footage of these aircraft with nozzles visible, turning dispersions on and off. As we discussed in our last exchange, GeoengineeringWatch.org took a National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration flying lab to altitude, top scientists in it. We sampled what heavy aircraft were emitting. We processed that at Rinster Polytechnic in New York, internationally renowned testing institution. We found exactly what we knew we would find, starting with aluminum nanoparticles, which means, and this is, again, primary element named in climate engineering patents. They don't care about the consequences. They use aluminum because it has a high albedo, high reflectivity, and that is the stated purpose of these operations, to reflect some of the sun's incoming thermal energy without any consideration of the consequences. The overall long-term warming is worsened by these operations. Short-term temporary cool-downs at the cost of a worsened overall warming. So what they're spraying in our skies, enough material to literally blot out entire skylines. It should occur to people,
yes,
Dr. Sky, condensation cannot do that. Do you see a car in a cold area where it starts up in the morning and there's condensation coming from the exhaust? Does a giant cloud start to form over that car? No. Condensation doesn't do that. So, again, we're breathing these aluminum nanoparticles and a long list of other toxic elements. And for those that don't know, bioavailable aluminum is toxic to all life forms, period, no exceptions.
Are your ad campaigns lighting up the dashboard, but not the pipeline? That's bullspend. And marketers are calling it out in Dashboard Confessions.
My boss asked for results, so I opened my dashboard for the only positive-sounding metric I had: impressions.
Cut the bull spend. See revenue, not just reach. LinkedIn delivers the highest return on ad spend of major ad networks. Advertise on LinkedIn. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a $250 credit. Go to linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
Arizona awakens your senses. Here, a grand wonder of the world is just one shade of your adventure. Dazzling sunsets at iconic stays turn to brilliant nights under a kaleidoscope of stars. Explore endless peaks, rivers, and canyons painted in every hue. Center your spirit. Find your inspiration. Surround yourself in vivid color. Only in vibrant Arizona.
Start the spring season off right with a new pair of Tecovas Western boots. Handcrafted and over 200 steps from genuine leather, they're built to last and feel broken in the moment you put them on. From cowhide to exotic leathers, Tecovas blends timeless style with all-day comfort. Pair them with premium denim, Western shirts, and accessories for an effortless, polished look. Shop quality Western goods in-store or online at tecovas.com.
Wow. And here's another one. I want to shift gears to go to outer space, and I've reported on this, and I'm really doing my own investigative research on it. More and more of these satellites that are coming back from space. I mean, Starlink has many, many thousand up there. And if you look at the reciprocity, when you see how many are coming back, so they replace what's coming up. The big concern, Dane, take it away, is, again, the metallic substances on here. I believe it's another iteration of aluminum that's also now causing, theoretically, a problem in the future at higher altitudes to already what you just described. So can you go on and tell us more about the space, particulates? I mean, that's interesting. I just read that and have done some research myself.
All of it is a part of the problem. It's just a matter of scale. And for those that don't know, every single rocket launch tears a gaping gash in the what little is left of the ozone layer. Every single one. No one talks about that because they don't want anybody to push back against all their experimentation in space. So back to the matter of scale, yes, there's a virtual junkyard of material orbiting our planet now. But when we consider with climate engineering, we took about 500 lab tests working with the University of Minnesota over that state. We quantified how much climate engineering material was in that precipitation.
Yes.
That state, we extrapolated, projected that globally. It appears it's something in the range of 40 to 60 million tons, and not coincidentally, that is parallel to what the climate engineers have stated as a global annual objective. 40 to 60 million tons of toxic nanoparticles annually. So yes, the space junk falling back into orbit is a problem, but compared to the climate engineering dispersions in the lower atmosphere, they far outweigh it. It would be like comparing a paper cup of water to a tidal wave.
Oh, it's out of here! Home run Ferry Hawks! Get ready, Staten Island. It's time to celebrate 5 years of Ferry Hawks baseball. Come out to the ballpark as the Ferry Hawks welcome in the Charleston Dirty Birds May 5th through the 10th. Grab the kids and come on out. We kick it off on Tuesday, May 5th with Cinco de Baseball with $5 tickets and $5 food and beverage specials. And we end the week as we celebrate all moms on Mother's Day. Moms get in free. Visit ferryhawks.com now to lock in your seats.
What's up? It's your girl, Jess Hilarious, co-host of The Breakfast Club, and now author and narrator of Till Death Do We Parent, my audiobook about the challenges of creating a healthy co-parenting relationship and lessons learned on life's journey. Till Death Do We Parent is available on Spotify or wherever audiobooks are sold.